This episode is being recorded, so please remember to keep your microphone muted. We hope that this Zoom meeting serves as a way for you to connect with a current student and hear about their poet experience live. Please ask our student questions throughout the session by unmuting your microphone or by using the chat box feature to write your questions, and I will read them out loud. So to start, my name is Ashley Maui Lopez, and I'm a member of the advancement team at Whittier College, and I will be hosting the series. I've been at the college for 4 years. I also have Alex Popescu, the Director of Development, assisting me with all the behind-the-scenes work. Thank you, Alex, for that. And thank you, everyone, for your time and for working this into your Monday virtual routine. Now let me introduce to you our first-year student, Kat Thomas, class of 2023. Hi, Kat. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How is everyone here? All good, I hope?
Great. I think everyone's having a good time so far. Everyone looks to be excited, and thumbs up I see in the chat in the video. Great. So thank you for your presence today, for making this call fit into your schedule. Can you please tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
I was born and raised in the Bay Area, California, and it's where I've been my entire life, which has been great. I moved a lot around after college, so I had some time on my own, but my heart always has stayed in the vein. And I am passionate about photography and videography, aside from what I want to do for my career, as volunteering and getting to the arts is just such a big passion for mine.
Great. Nice. Why did you choose Whittier?
So I actually had, prior to coming to Whittier, I had some health issues, and what turned out to be just like a gap year to like get myself ready for college turned out to be like 3 years of like getting help for it. So when it happened to like applying for college, it was really hard for somebody to accept me as a transfer student because I had like a couple credits, but they wanted me to start over and I didn't have certain things. It was just really like difficult to find somebody who could like accommodate to my situation and make sure even when I got there that I was going to be like okay and listened to and helped with, because it was still an ongoing issue. And Whittier College was like the only one that really was like able to do that. They were like, we'll take you where you're at, we'll help you get there no matter what you'll do, like we'll be there. We got the health service here, which is great. And I actually came here being like, yes, I can be a transfer student, but I actually chose to be here for the 4 years because I was like 3.5 is kind of what I counted. And they're like, you could push through and do 3.5, you could really push through and do 3. But I was like, I want to stay here. This is a great environment and I want to take the 4 years and I want to make the most out of it.
Great. I'm happy Whittier was able to give you that support when looking for a college to continue your education journey. It's nice. What are you currently studying and some of your aspirations?
Well, my passion has always been volunteering and helping others. So I'm actually getting a major in social work and a minor in psychology. I want to be a licensed clinical social worker and do a combination of community, private practice of mental health, and working with speaking and doing speaks on like issues going around the world. So that is what I am doing because I want to help the world in a greater perspective.
Great. We definitely need more professionals in the social work field to help the future of our mental health and behavioral health. I value your goals. That's very great. What was your favorite or most challenging class that you have taken so far at Whittier?
My favorite was Intro to Social Work. Even though it was an intern class, it was an amazing way to just get the basis of what my career was. It was very like happy for me because it's like exactly what I was interested in. And we also got to work with community partners at a local homeless shelter where we got to meet with them every week as part of the class and work with them, which was a great experience. And my most challenging class, I have to say, was research methods. I felt halfway through the term that I wasn't actually required to take it for having a minor. And it was a really difficult class. So my teacher was like, we're there, we'll help you get through this class. Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you stranded, even though everyone had like so much more experience in psychology than I did. But it was a great experience.
Wow, what a wonderful eye-opening experience to giving back through your Introduction to Social Work course. It's great. What has been the most interesting class that you have taken outside of your major?
Outside of my major, I took for a Jan term class, Philosophy of Simplicity, and it was the most amazing class because part of it was a 5-day trip to a temple near Whittier, a Buddhist temple, and we got to like do the Buddhist routine and meditate and really learn deep into their culture and everything. It was just such an amazing experience.
Nice. Sounds like a memorable and relaxing time you had. Fun. What are some clubs and organizations that you've been a part of at Whittier?
This year, I didn't focus on tapping into as many clubs, which is my goal for next year, but I am one of a social media coordinator for WC The Rock, which is providing social media things for all Whittier College students. So that's been a great experience. It's one of my highlights for the year.
Great. And I remember, I think you mentioned that you wanted to tap into maybe seeing what else would be like coming up, and other new programs or clubs. So perfect. Being that you just finished your first year, you have plenty of time to get involved with other clubs on campus. And that's amazing how you get to show off your creative abilities by working for our alumni magazine, The Rocks. That's nice. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say to donors who support you and other Whittier students?
I got a scholarship coming in, which is such a great thing. Like I said, I had to take some time off, so it sort of felt like going to college was like going to be a really hard experience as it is with my health issues. And I got this scholarship, which was like amazing thing to just show, like, even though I'd taken so much time off, like my accomplishments still matter. And Whittier really showed that. So that was just an amazing opportunity.
I couldn't agree with you more. We are very lucky to have such generous donors, and I mean, receiving a scholarship, it's just transit for anyone, for any student. It's an amazing achievement, and I'm glad that you were able to receive that. What is your favorite place to hang out at the college?
It would be the couches outside the spot. It's sort of just like the middle of campus, and it's where everyone goes and hangs out, and it's just such an amazing area, especially because like everyone hangs out there. It doesn't matter if you know them or not, they'll be there.
That's a good point. I feel like it's a nice spot to, mingle. It's just always so busy, and you get to see kind of everyone on campus, whether it's staff, faculty, colleagues, anyone's always walking by. So it's great. How have things changed for you with this new way of living and learning?
At first, I gotta say I was a little bit scared to be online and not be like one-on-one with my fellow classmates and professors, but it was actually really great. They're all really accommodating. They always were reaching out, both checking in on some like through academics, and also just like, what's your, like, how's everyone doing just with life and getting adjusted to this time, and really incorporating projects and like things to be really thoughtful. Like a lot of them had to adjust their curriculum, and it was honestly like so many good skills from learning from what they changed.
Right, very honest. I appreciate your response, and it sounds like all things fell into place and you finished the semester strong, so congrats to you on that. What do you look forward to the most in the near future?
I look forward to continuing my education. I'm looking forward to the social work major opportunity of doing an internship senior year. Right now, this summer, my plans got canceled due to this whole situation, and I was having a job in a summer camp, which obviously had to get canceled. But I actually contacted my intro to social work professor saying, I need help. I can't find a job. I can't find an internship. I need something to do. And even though she's actually not coming back, she was like, absolutely, let me help you out. I'll contact all these different people, and gave me a ton of resources. And then I was able to find a mental health internship, which was just like an amazing experience. I was really happy doing it.
Great, very nice. So let's see if there's any questions. Let me check the chat room. Oh, we do. We have a lot going on in here. So let me see. Bill and Sally Francis have a question about classes outside your majors. So I'm assuming it's probably another class that you found that have been exciting that you've taken.
Oh, there's been so many good ones. I didn't have to take child development, but I learned so much, and I thought it was great. We got to do a project where we went to like the Boys and Girls Club and really got interactive community. It's just going back to the fact that they're like, it's a really hands-on experience.
Great. Let's see. Oh, and he also asked, do you need an advanced degree?
Do I need it?
Do you need it? Yes. To go. I guess to go.
I do. I can get an advanced master's if I would like. I know it's a little bit harder, but Whittier's there to help me get it.
Yes, it's true. Yvonne Tejeda asks, what inspires you to volunteer?
I worked at National Charity League for a long time, and I just loved the opportunities of being with other people, getting those smiles on their faces and helping them. It's a great opportunity to get that self-reflection about like what's going on in the world and how you can really help.
Definitely. It always does. it means not only to give back, but also to see the change that you're making in the lives of people. I agree with you. Lita asks, where on campus do you live and what do you enjoy about campus life?
I lived in Turner the first year. I came in pretty much older, and so I called, and I was like, I'm not sure if I feel like I'll fit into with a ton of 18-year-olds. And they're like, we'll put you in Turner. It's a returning student. They're like, no worries. And so that's been a great experience. And I just love the campus vibe. I love how you can walk around and you just sort of know everybody. Everyone's there. You don't feel ever alone, but in the way you have your own privacy. The dorms are really nice.
Great. Let's see if there's any more questions. If anyone would like to unmute themselves and ask Kat a question, feel free to do that right now. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Gotham. I'm going to be attending Whittier College this year. And I was just asking a few questions, because I'm going to be starting to send emails to different teachers, professors, and probably contact students online. I was just asking if they're able to respond during this time.
Maybe that's a more question for you. I've been fine reaching out to students. I know there are some necessary critical staff, and I've always found that when I came, I called the Whittier College line probably more than they wanted, but they were happy to help me. I was to ask all these questions about everything. They're really resourceful. So check out if you want to talk in person, but I think they're still answering things.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm sure somebody can help you either in enrollment or in student life, maybe Bruce Smith, our VP, I believe, of student affairs. So you can probably email him. And then if you have a question for maybe towards a class, you can probably email your professor if that helps.
Yeah.
And if you have yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, because the thing is it's very difficult to reach out to them on phone. So the only way is to email. Otherwise, they would not really respond.
Definitely. Yeah, I could probably send you, I have your email when you registered, so I can send you some emails for specific people you can contact for questions.
100%.
And if
yeah.
you have any questions about campus life or just orientation and how it all works in the beginning, you can absolutely email me anytime.
Yeah.
I'm happy to answer questions.
Email?
Yeah, I can put it in the chat thing.
All right, thanks so much. Yeah.
Put it in there.
Great. We have another question to you, Kat. Oh, go ahead and type in first.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Awesome. So we have, perfect, she put her email in there. So we have a question again from Bill and Sally Francis. You must be very determined to attend and finish college after missing 3 years for health issues. Please talk a bit about the challenges.
The challenges for going back, I think it was just, I had accommodations, but it was just sort of getting, since I hadn't been in a registered school for a while, it was getting back to the thing of making sure I'm on top of my assignments and everything. I would meet with my professors after midterms and just check in on the class and be like, hey, I wasn't able to make attendance classes, and they were like, yeah, actually I suggest you talk to accommodations about this and trying to get this, and here, why don't you I'll give you more time on this to help you out. It was just really accommodating. But there's definitely a challenge of making sure I can be present in my academic and campus life with my issues.
Great. Let me see if there's any more questions. If anyone would like to unmute themselves and ask Kat a question, feel free to do that as well.
I was going to ask a lot of questions, but because the situation came by, it's just a lot of things are beginning to close. So I was just asking if next year, if there would be any specific options that we can pick, even if it's limited.
For what?
With your college, because all this stuff events and all this are canceled because of the situation.
I don't know. I think everything, I have to say that they've been really good at reaching out to us about different things because everything's sort of changing. But yeah, I think everything's trying to go just as back to everything as normal as possible.
Just we have to wear masks, that's it.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you'll have to wear masks. Things are one way. Exits are changing, and you'll have your own room. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think we'll probably, as a student, you'll be most likely receiving more updated emails as the situation changes. So just, yeah, keep an eye out in your email for that, because I'm sure they're going to be sending you stuff as it starts getting closer.
Yeah, it's a very small school, right? So it's like really great it's like not too difficult to handle.
No, it is. It's definitely small class sizes. I mean, campus, pretty much everyone, you get that family kind of like atmosphere when you're there. So I mean, everything will be, and especially now, I feel like just with us having to transition to do online, so things have gotten a lot more transparent via like communication with everyone. So I think, yeah, it'll be a fun experience.
Hold on 1 second. My charger just dropped, and I want to make sure I don't lose you guys. So just hold on 1 second.
Okay. Have you already got your assignment, Gotham, where you'll be dorming, or not yet?
I'm living in Arcadia, California, so that's like very close by. So I might plan to commute. Haven't got my driver's license yet, so I'm not sure if my parents have to drop me off and I have to be pushed on this. So
Got it. I see. Yeah.
but I'll make sure it's fun, as you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, things will go great. We have another question for you, Kat, from Savannah Flores. What made you want to choose social work as your major?
So my overall thing is I wanted to be a therapist. There's just a lot of routes you can go with that. I know I wanted to also get a minor or a major in psychology to learn a little bit more about the like psych part of therapy. When I got there, I had a lot of different options, and I just like fell in love with the social work program, the internship that gets to happen senior year, the community it does. I like how they take it very seriously. Like you get a social work major so you can be a social worker, which is what I wanted to do. So I felt like it was a really good opportunity to really get all these great credentials before grad school.
Nice. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to unmute yourself or use the chat box feature.
Well, I was going to ask Kat something like about like the sort of the social distancing aspect of her thing. Like how worried or how concerned are you over the social distancing? Because we know most students or most young kids, even in times like they don't want to be alone, they want to be with other people. Even in dorm rooms, people want to be with each other. I mean, I have autism, so being alone actually came natural to me most of the time, but for many students it's not the same case. So how worried are you or how concerned are you with that sort of thing, especially going into a college setting?
I totally understand that. I think in a way, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenging in a college setting. We are social humans. We like to be around each other. But I have to say, I have a lot of friends from Whittier College that are in this area, and everyone is remaining very much social distance. Like they could definitely come here. I could definitely go there if I wanted to, but like everyone's really like remaining just like wear masks and being respectful. Like we are in college, we got here, we know how to be smart and safe. So I think there is some risk, but I think even before we left, there was quite a lot of everyone making sure that you're safe and making sure people are washing their hands. There's a lot of changes. So I think it's going to be an adjustment at first. Everyone's going to be excited to see each other, but we'll get through it. And it will be better.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, like, for some people, especially those who have social disabilities or disabilities like I do, like with autism, like some people can't handle it in the sort of the same way. So I get that.
We have another question from Yvonne to Hagen in the chat room. So she says,
Yeah. I think it's going to be different. I know everyone's going to be in.
Oh, go ahead, finish.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
Oh, sure.
For some reason you cut out.
So she's asking Yvonne Tejeda, do you think your college experience at Whittier will impact where you apply for grad school?
Oh, um, yeah, I do. I think the environment I had from Whittier is an environment I want to continue. Maybe I won't get the same one, but I think it definitely will impact both my choices in life and also in academics. I think they really helped me, and I think I'll be so much more prepared for grad school.
Is anyone getting any like feedback in the Zoom session, or like a crackling, or am I the one that's receiving that?
I'm getting a little bit too.
You're getting a little bit?
I'm getting
Okay,
a bit,
it might
Me
be
as
the
well.
connection. Yes, okay.
I'm getting that. I'm getting a little crackling, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think it might be the connection, but it's okay. We're still here.
Everyone's kind
No
of cutting
problem.
out for me too.
Perfect. Okay. So if anyone still has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or use the chat box feature.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I actually have autism too, so I was feeling like it's very special for me to come to Whittier College, and yeah, it's great to know you, Reed. Really good.
Thank you.
Yes, Rita's class of 2015.
That's great.
Mhm.
So anytime when I connect with him, I can be able to like ask some questions of how college experience is, and really great.
Fantastic. No, I was asking Kat that question because I know people who have different social issues or social disabilities, that sort of thing. Like they can't process being alone in sort of the same way that maybe more neurotypical kids or kids who don't have severe disabilities may have. So that's why I was just wondering like how different it's going to be, because even with the coronavirus, I mean, we're starting to see things open, but we may have to close down again considering how things are changing. So it's just sort of like the social impact. How is it affecting autism versus other?
I think I definitely understand that. I think there are going to be differences, and I think it's going to be hard for everyone in different ways. I do think there is going to be a lot of opportunities that Residential Life and Program Board and WC The Rock, where I work, are going to try to make a lot of opportunities for people to have respectful social distancing socializations and hang out and really be able to involve in people. And I'm sure like the counseling center is not like, it's not taboo. Like it's totally a great resource if you just need to talk to somebody and you have some free things. So it definitely will be adjustment on everyone, and everyone has different ways of handling different things depending. So yeah, I think it's going to be different, but hopefully we'll be in there together.
Sounds good.
Great. So I think if we're all done and nobody has any more questions, I'll wrap up the session. So thank you again so much, Kat, for your time here. And thank you to all of our attendees for your support of our students. We really appreciate it. Please join us next week for Meet a Poet Monday at 2 p.m. We will connect with a second-year student, Grace Hagen Martin. She is a sophomore at Whittier College and is majoring in political science and minoring in business. During her time at Whittier, she has been promoted to student director of WC The Rock and was appointed ASWC commuter representative. She has also participated as an orientation advisor and serves as a student representative on the strategy task force for the college. We will be sending out the next invitation soon, along with this recording. And thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.